2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's check and see. All right, I'm just gonna get started. I'm not dealing with these glasses. They got a bunch of streaks on them. I cleaned them. I sprayed the stuff on them. I used the pad thing, and it's just streaks on the front, and it's really, really, really annoying. What's up, everybody? It's me. We are down here, girl. Like I said, I didn't even. I'm over here trying to fix these glasses, and I've been wasting time, and so I got to start. And I got to start talking about Nicki Minaj and SZA. Bro, what's up? What is the problem? What is going on? I am so confused. I saw it yesterday, and I'm so glad SZA responded back to her because Nicki Minaj is not known to get along with the girls. They claim that she gives all the girls, she gives the girls. Nicki Minaj is the type of broad that will befriend a woman because she thinks that she's not better than her. I know a few people like that who will like get in proximity with people who they believe aren't better than them, and they keep you around. That's what Nicki Minaj does. She wants ass kissers, meet, what do you call them? Yes, man. That's what she wants around her. And I think it's kind of odd that her fan base is like in her peer group. Nicki Minaj is what, 42, 43? I think she's the same age as Portia. Hey Siri, how old is Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj is 42 years old. 42. And I'm not saying that it requires a certain level of maturity because age doesn't mean anything, doesn't have anything to do with your level of emotional intelligence or maturity. But her fans, how disgusting they are and how they act on her behalf, a bunch of sheep, hive-minded, malleable-brained people to attack SZA just because your girl, Nicki Minaj, got it wrong. You know, Mercury retrograde is on the horizon. And what's today? It's on the horizon. And so SZA, in her true form on Twitter, she tweets something to the effect of Mercury retrograde is coming. Don't slip up. Why did she say that? Well, because let's see what she actually said. It's insane. I don't even get it. She calls her musty. She called her fat. She just this was disgusting. This is from Complex. Nicki Minaj continues to slam SZA online in addition to a stream of tweets attacking the SOS singer Tuesday, July 15th. Minaj fired off more posts. Wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? LOL. Y'all catch me up, please. And then she's saying this because somebody tried to deny SZA's success and accomplishments, and so she responded. Like one of ONIKA's fans, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know where it started from. She started taking shots at Punch of TDE. So that was like, oh, because when she came for Doechii as well, I was like, oh, she's coming for the girls on TDE. I don't think that SZA is affiliated. I don't think she's affiliated or managed by Punch anymore. I don't know what the imprint on her album is, if it's a TDE imprint. But you know, that's everybody. Kendrick, all of them. What's his name? Schoolboy Q. I don't know if he's on TDE, but he'd be around them. What's his name? You know who's all on TDE. I can't think of his name. J Rock. Um, yeah, they're all on TDE. So you know, Nicki Minaj is affiliated with Lil Wayne and Cash Money and Drake and Kendrick and Solana, SZA, and all of the people. I've been a fan of SZA since 2015. Yeah, 2015. Child's Play. Yeah, all of the, if you know, you know, like I've been a fan of SZA forever. um I don't think she is a vocalist by any means at the stretch of the imagination. She gives R&B. She's the R&B girls, you know what I'm saying? um ARENB, right? Alternative R&B. That's how I saw it stylized one time, and it stuck with me. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And so SZA said, this is crazy. SZA said, I can't even keep up with this stupid shit. And she kept calling her Mizza. It was just real ugly. But it just goes along with a woman who is male centered, married to a rapist and a murderer, and does not care for women, wants to be the only woman in the room. And they were talking about her on the Breakfast Club about how she has a wall up and she's on guard because of the way she was done in the music industry. Those women didn't do anything to her. You need to be mad at the men that positioned you to give you a false sense of self, to assume that you were the only woman and you were always going to be the only woman. I think she suffers from not being the only woman with talent that is up in the front and can compete with her without men blocking that. And I don't think that she is adjusting well to that, in addition to who she decided to marry. I imagine that is actually very embarrassing. Like, if I was SZA, I would have shut her down. Like, girl, I don't give a fuck. Like, she literally said, I don't know what weird shit you over there, what you popping, but girl, it is not that. Let me go to SZA's page. And I was just like, girl, what is wrong with you? I thought it was so weird. And let me tell you what started it. Let me tell you what started it. It's weird. Mercury retrograde. Don't take the bait, silly goose. Retrograde means it is a time for regeneration, rest. It's time to remember things. Things often come back around. You are revisited in that time. Typically revisited by someone you have let go before. So, in other words, don't take the bait. Mercury retrograde is coming. Old people might pop up on the scene, or might try to pop up on the scene. Don't take the bait. That's literally, if you understand Mercury retrograde, and the girls who get it, get it. And Nicki Minaj and her fan base didn't get it. It went literally over their heads. And I don't know if they sent it to her, they tagged her or whatever, but Nicki Minaj crashed out after that and was really vile in the shit that she was saying. But let me go back, and she first said to, I hope she doesn't delete it either, because fuck that. So she retweeted and said, go draw your freckles back on, Buki. Hashtag justice for Demorier. Deposition Perez. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounding like a fucking dead dog. Now, according to Punch, Nicki Minaj wanted SZA on a wanted her to feature on one of her songs, and it never came to fruition. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But to me, I feel like Nicki Minaj actually doesn't need a reason to go off on anybody. She will just do it. And that's what makes it so odd, because it's like, why SZA? Like, what did she do to you? It was like literally unprovoked because you misread something. The same way everybody misread your mechanical bull tweet, right? Oh, did you actually mean it? Girl, I don't know what's going on. I told you I was down here and I just put whatever on. I said did I record that part where I said I'm coming down here looking like whatever I want to look like? Mm, mm. It's everyday dose. Mushroom coffee. I get my mushrooms every day. And then Solana, she came back and said, I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you popping. Period. Period. And then after that, I don't know what Nicki Minaj said after that, But then the fans, of course, started attacking her. Then let me go back to, then they started attacking her. Somebody said, you really don't want to start this, girl. If you were crying before, you really going to cry now when the barbs get at you. She said, I get bullied by millions online every day, then step my ass out on a packed stadium tour where people show me real love in real life. My parents are healthy and I'm the most successful I've ever been. Get some fucking perspective and bark at the wall. Then then somebody came back and said, girl, you on a joint tour. Do that shit solo. I want to see something. So she said, what the fuck you want to see? Let me know. She posted, SZA's SOS tour has grossed $100 million. SZA joins Tina Turner, Beyonce, and Rihanna as the only black women to achieve the milestone with a tour. Hey, boo. Period. And then she said, let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow for night 2 in Paris. And then she says, I'm really about to have my first diamond album in under 3 years. Thank God and thank you everyone for taking this journey with me. SZA is now eligible for 9 times platinum, 9 million albums sold. It debuted at number 1 with 318,000 albums sold. It spent over 80 weeks within the Billboard 200's top 10, the longest for a black artist, surpassing Michael Jackson's Thriller, and won a Grammy. She said, who job bless, no man curse. Heart emoji 7, my favorite number. Oh me oh, thank you. Period. And that's one of her last tweets. Hold on, let me see if that's it. Yeah, that's one of the last tweets. And now let me go to Nicki Minaj's page and see her crash out. It's really sad. And, I heard a couple people's commentary about it. And, Nicki she's on Radiohead station head. She sounds inebriated. I'm just going to say, she sound like Slurricane. Well, you can call me Hurricane. Slurricane. Starting up to start an engine, man. Hey, that's what she sounded like. Oh, yeah, that's what she sounded like. She sounded like Slurricane. Shout out to E40 and the clip. She said, then she started posting things about SZA, like old videos of her. No, we're not currently in that. This is how dumb you guys are. This is why it's dumb. We're not. Somebody went to Google and put, are we in Mercury retrograde? And then said, congrats, SZA, you played yourself, and posted saying, no, we're not currently in Mercury retrograde. It will begin July 17th. And to her tweet, it says, Mercury retrograde, girl, prepare yourself. That's how you prepare. You let the girlies know that Mercury is about to get her micro braids tightened, honey, and she's coming with a vengeance. So be prepared. Don't take the bait. How are you going to ignore the clear contradiction in your own argument at the bottom of the page? Stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. And to me, I feel like it is absolutely insane to be so stupid for somebody you've never met. Y'all think y'all doing something and it's really sad. And Nicki Minaj is odd. Bitch, you used to be on Twitter dissing Rihanna, etc. But then it was time to suck Zick and get opportunities from them. You drew them freckles on and got to sucking, right? Allegedly. Like, bitch, stop being jealous of women you secretly would kill to be up their assholes. Projection. These men putting batteries in your back. Projection. Y'all stupid enough to keep it going. This is the irony of this. The irony of this.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
men keep putting batteries in y'all backs and y'all stupid enough to keep it going, not peeping that it's not going to end well for them or you. Buzz off, Bumbleina. And then she's tweeting, it's really sad. And she's tweeting all of the things that her fans are saying and just literally, bitch, put out a whole album as a deluxe to an already existing album that was out like a year or two so the original album could break records. Like, what in the insecure lack of morals and integrity are you doing? The same level of lack of morals and integrity that you have for marrying a rapist and a murderer. Nicki Minaj literally couldn't say nothing to me. Your entire stock plummeted when you legally attached yourself to Ken Petty. And the word on the street is she got with him so she can feel protected. Girl, can he even leave the state? You got to put him on payroll so it could seem like he's employed. You got to employ your husband. I hope you are claiming him on your taxes if you are paying taxes. Bitch put out a whole new album as a deluxe. Wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? No, she doesn't, ma'am. She's talking to your fans, telling them that she is successful in her own right. Nicki Minaj does not like women, period. She does not like women, and that's why none of the rap girls fuck with her. And if you fuck with her, you have to kiss her ass. You have to be a yes man. That's what they're all finding out. She's unhinged. It literally makes no sense. And then she loves to dog whistle as if like she did the dog whistling with Jay-Z, talking about who he endorsed and who he supported when you yourself have never endorsed anyone. How are you calling for somebody to endorse someone and you haven't done the same? Something's not right with her. And it's like a delusional existence that she's in. And really sound like she was inebriated on Station Head. It did. I was like, girl, are you okay? Does she think she's successful than me? Y'all catch me up, please. SZA, if every song you ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries that never heard of you. I know that you're not that stupid, are you? Stadiums. Did you look at the venues I played in my own headline? Like, what? In my own headline. And then, like, this is the tweet, my nigga. This is the tweet. It starts right here and it like doesn't even fit in the phone screen. This is the tweet. This is the tweet. You talking about crashing out? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? Y'all catch me up, please. SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to these countries that never heard of you. I know you're not that stupid, are you? Stadiums. Did you look at the venues? I played my own headline festival tour out of the country last year, and you still owe those people money. Don't you owe those people money? Okay. Bitch, have you ever headlined to 80,000 people? Bitch, what have you ever done besides yodel with auto tune that needs retuning? Boo, I'm an icon. You're not. Like, who says that to somebody? Like, and then the fact is, I could see if they were going back and forth on something concrete and something tangible, but they're not. They're going off. She's going off like this because she thought a tweet was directed towards her. She thought SZA subtweeted her. She's not okay. Boo, I'm an icon. You're not. The end. But then she continues, pay that man for almost breaking his back. Why didn't you speak up when your exec was bullying and harassing me, you dirty mangy cunt? Mm. These botted numbers on all platforms have y'all losing y'all motherfucking minds. You the type that would have been quiet in school trying to fit in. You still have no clue who you are. I know you went nights without washing that musty face. Bitch, how you remember exactly where every freckle goes? Justice for Demorier. Desiree Perez, we want to discuss your daughter's lawsuit. And did you do your deposition? Oh, okay. This is what they be wanting. When they release music, speak on me or about me at your own risk. When I'm discussing the abuse I've suffered at the hands of any man, if you choose as a woman, you can't pull the woman card when you are extremely violent towards women. You're like a perpetrator, but you want to play the victim, and then you want a dog whistle. Yes, you can be assaulted and become that kind of person as well. Yes, you could have been harmed. Yes, we know what kind of industry you were in, the music industry. You have those bricks on your lower back because some man convinced you to put them there. You running around with your lower back aching because some man encouraged you to put some fix-a-flat in your fucking ass. And now it looks like you got two fucking cutting boards back there. I'm sorry, I'm just calling it how I see it. They look like two cutting boards, two wooden cutting boards back there flipping and flopping around back and forth. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that shit leaked into your bloodstream. What did Peter Guns tell? Maybe them shots leaked into your bloodstream. When I'm discussing the abuse that I've suffered at the hands of any man, if you as a woman choose to get in the field, you're going to leave bloody. Figuratively speaking, of course. I'll expose you for your lies and tell all the time I play the long game. So while not, you don't, a Sagittarius, girl, you a Sagittarius, but I tell you, a motherfucker who knows how to play a long game is a motherfucking Scorpio, bitch. I'm telling you, they will sit there with their little thing, their little tail like this, going back and forth. And they will sit there and they will watch and they will watch and they will watch and they will watch. Baby, Scorpios be plotting. I mean, you ever see a Scorpio looking up thinking they're plotting on someone? Okay? Okay? So, yes, we know that the Sagittarius, they got the terrorists, the Sagittarius, they got tongues like knives. But so do Scorpios. And Scorpios play a different game than a Sagittarius. Sagittarius like coming out loud, boisterous, Nene, right? All the girls, Monique, yes, they come out. The Scorpions, they really behave like Scorpions. And they just sit there and wait. And wait. And it's not a tweet about Mercury retrograde, bitch. It's something that it almost comes out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck? I thought they forgot about it. No, they didn't forget. You see how Phaedra did Candy? She waited and waited. And then she didn't even do it herself. She sent a fool to do it. A fucking clown, a whore, the village whore. She sent the village idiot to do her fucking dirty work. And she was right there like, I'll do it. I'll say it. And now you over there, I don't understand it. I do not understand it. And I don't get it. Let's listen to what the Breakfast Club said. I was like, girl, it's too much. And then I heard someone say, if Nicki gets any more childish, her husband won't be able to live with her.
Alexa, play She Was a Fairy.
That's what I heard. That's what the people said.
Punch from TDE, who I also talked about in the first hour, who was at one point managing SZA. And I asked him, how did we get here? So he said, back in 2020, Nicki Minaj reached out for a SZA feature on a song. He responded and told Nicki Minaj that SZA was in album mode heavy and that he would get it over to her. And that was it. They never spoke again. Feature didn't happen, but he says he's lost after that as well. Like, so then I followed up and I said, okay, so there was no further issue. Mm-hmm. Like, I still don't understand from that. How did we get here? And he says, I'm lost after that. And the song, he verified what I said. The song that he had been tweeting about, Broken Barbies, was a song by an artist that he is working with now, I Am Lyric. So he's confused. He's confused as well.
Did you ask Punch why he ain't posted the song last night? That was the time to post.
He did. He did.
Oh, he did.
That's what made Nicki like. Yeah. So he.
No. I know you said that he posted it before, and that's what made Nicki react. But in the midst of everything,
well, it was like so.
He should have posted it and posted it. Broken Barbies, baby. Just the song.
Nicki Minaj posted that she has receipts of being bullied and the retaliation that she's alleging. So maybe now we'll see her side of it because, yeah.
I don't think Nicki is a bully per se. I think that Nicki believes people are always doing something to her. And that's not the case. Our barbs are bullies.
Yes, they are.
No, baby, the Barbie is on me right now.
Our bullies.
Let me say,
So that's her fans, like
but
her herself.
But I will say, do y'all feel like, and y'all know Nicki
Jess,
Minaj
shut the
a
fuck
lot more
up.
closely
What
than
the
me or
fuck
Jess,
do
right?
Jess be talking about? It's her fans. It's not her. What the girl? What the fuck? She knows exactly how to utilize and mobilize her fan base. They're over there with brains like you can just go like this and twist, all the little brains will just come out. They'll do anything for her. They're like literally pulling up old tweets of SZA on Twitter. Twizza, SZA. They are pulling up old tweets. Y'all know I love a Nicki feature. I said that's the best time she's ever. She's the best when she's featured because she's in competitive mode, and so she kills everybody when she steps in the booth. I don't ever take that away from her, but her personality and how she um, socializes with women and how she claims to be like she's a male identified woman who is being mistreated by men but still is looking for that protection and validation from them, right? They are the ones that lifted her up into this space where she feels like she's the only one. The fact that she, like when SZA was responding to her fans by showing her accomplishments, you took that as, does she think she's more successful than me? You're nuts. I'm sorry, y'all. That is, it's almost like, it was like when I heard her on Station Head, I was like, it's giving Wendy Williams in that apartment with all that junk and those statues around her. That's what it was giving. It was giving like you over there with some glasses on. I don't have any glasses. With some dark glasses on and a hat over there with the microphone right here. You know that I really don't like to come for the girls. I can't tell. Can anybody tell that she don't like to come for the girls? You come for everybody. You literally were calling Meg all kind of crazy names and was siding with Tory Lanez. But when it comes time to dog whistle politics, black woman, Saint's mother, and all this other stuff, nobody, we have not forgot that you have legally, with all of your talent, with all of your gifts, with all of your skill set, you legally binded yourself to a murderer and a rapist.
It was gone. Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really.
And I'm going to go to the car and dial 911 because you're going to jail, bitch.
Convicted murderer, convicted rapist.
But keep my husband out of it.
So not only did you do it, but you were held responsible in the court of law. Because we know that people say, if you didn't break the crime, if you didn't break a law, if you within the law, it's okay. Nicki Minaj should be quiet just for the mere fact that you attached yourself to a man like that. And then you say, well, if I'm coming after men, somebody need to come after that man you got over there. She couldn't say nothing to me, baby. You can't even have sleepovers at your house. Your son can't even have sleepovers, can't have people at his house. I mean, unless the daddy leave. You can't eat, your husband can't be around children.
Do you feel like because of the things Nicki Minaj had to deal with as she came
Yes.
up? So, I mean, not to say that it's warranted, but is there like empathy at all for how she be trying to, I guess, protect herself? It just comes off a lot.
Protect yourself against SZA? Like when you guys try, it's so weird. And yesterday, what was I listening to? I was listening to a conversation, and I want women in conversation, because we know how it is to feel like when somebody says something that you got hit with that bullet, right? Like, damn, She said something. She didn't even say it about me, but she said something. And damn, I feel like she hit me with that. I find when I'm listening to conversations with women, we have so many disclaimers in what we say. And it really, I know the intent is to be sensitive and not to hurt anyone's feelings with what you are about to say. But when you over explain the reason for your point of view and perspective, it really loses steam. It comes off as if you're not sure about what to say. I understand it is to make a disclaimer and say, I'm saying this and I don't want to say this because I don't want anybody to feel bad about what I'm saying. Say what you're going to say. Then you can add a disclaimer at the end, but stop adding disclaimers to the beginning of something you're about to say, because what your intentions are loses, the impact is lost when you start putting disclaimers on things, right? I had this woman in the comments yesterday. I said the story with the kid in Milwaukee who was kidnapped and his father ran in the house and closed the door. He was held. They were questioning his ass. Even the cops were questioning him because, nigga, who does that? Who actually does that? Men do. And I made a comment. I said, I think the mother should really consider reevaluating her relationship with that man, because his instincts were not to protect their child. His instinct was to protect himself. Men really operate from a space of self-preservation. And I remember I was in a relationship with a narcissist, and he when I tell you, he would say that all the time: self-preservation, self-preservation, self-preservation. It's almost like he kept telling himself, like, it's only me that needs to survive this. Only me. Anybody else, it doesn't matter. And what that man demonstrated was that self-preservation. I care about myself and I'm running in the house. I didn't think that they were going to get my kid. If they coming after you, why don't you think they would take the most vulnerable person? And as a man, and as y'all like to sit up here and claim that men are natural protector and providers, but their first instinct is self-preservation. That those two things don't go together. Again, something else in the patriarchy that contradicts itself. Gosh. Then this woman comes in the comment and says, there's people in the comments saying, yes, all men do it. All men operate from a space of self-preservation. This woman with her boots and her cape on, she got the call, whirled out of the fucking phone booth and came down to the comments, cape flapping in the wind, talking about not all men.
I just, girl, stop.
Girl, they don't need you to defend them, because I guarantee if it's time to defend you, they will not defend you. So they don't need your defense, super mammy. They don't need your defense, dear. And I told her, it's never all, but it's always some. So if you want to engage in this conversation, you need to inject something that has relevance to the conversation. We don't need you to come in and say, not all men. Shut your ass up. Shut up. Why would you tag me? I said, because it doesn't make sense to inject that in a conversation. Not all men. We're talking about men in general. And the general consensus is that men protect themselves first before everybody else. Self-preservation is their game. That's the reason why they running their dicks in everybody. Self-preservation. I need to live another generation. Self-preservation. That's the reason why I'm sticking my dick in everybody and laying my manure into anyone who will allow me to do it. And then she will produce a child and put my name on it. I don't have to do nothing else in life. I got to live another generation through a woman. But that child, that offspring, when that offspring is getting kidnapped, I ran into the house and closed the mother, let the door, you hear the door slam, girl. And then you hear the curdling screams. That's why I have to put a trigger warning. on my damn video because that baby was screaming for his life. Can you imagine how he views his father, his protector? Can you imagine? Your parents are your protectors. Your parents are. They need to make sure you survive. They do whatever they need to do to make sure you survive. Not this man, though. I don't need you in the comments defending men. They don't need defense. They don't, especially from women. Girl, what the fuck? Because if anybody were to haul off and kidnap you, they would say, well, what did she do? What did she do? What did she do? What law did he break?
I mean, you got to think. Nicki came from a place from New York City where New York didn't really believe in her at first.
Well,
she had to go out of town.
And you still not playing her music.
I do play Nicki music all the time. I play Nicki music all the time.
She went down to Atlanta,
She went down to Atlanta, got caught in Atlanta, and the world fell in love with her. And they always doubted her. They doubted the way she rapped. They doubted her flow. They doubted her numbers. They doubted Nicki, so Nicki always feels like she has to punch even harder, and I understand that.
I will say I've never doubted Nicki. I always thought Nicki was dope since she was on the Dirty Money DVD
with
Fendi back in the day. I always thought she was dope, but I do feel like she feels like everything's against her.
Or let's just say, like, a lot of things happen that we don't see, and then when she come out online, we only see her side.
Well, why is she coming after SZA? If you have your beef with Punch, look at Punch. Well, you can run his ass down into the ground. He's another root vegetable shaped like a fucking rutabaga. You understand what I'm saying? Shaped like a goddamn parsnip, girl. So you could run the 1 to 20 on Punch. Why SZA? And then talking about her freckles, SZA likes to exaggerate. She has a funny relationship with the truth. But if you're gonna lie on somebody, lie on yourself like SZA does. Lie and say you have freckles and you don't, or they went away, or girl, whatever. But I'm not gonna lie on anybody else. Lie on yourself. She lies on herself. She lies on herself. She don't lie about other people. Nicki Minaj, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. Some of the comments, this is on the Breakfast Club post. Nicki took a shot at SZA over Kendrick and Drake, period. Nicki is coming off as bitter and envious of the people having success right now, and it's weird. I'm literally old enough to remember the way that y'all talked about Little Kim while you were trying to big up Nicki Minaj. If I could take out Nicki's name and put Little Kim's name, and y'all were talking the same shit, and I knew it. I said it. In about 10 years, y'all gonna be saying the same thing about Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is unhinged. Nicki Minaj can fathom that there's so many rap girls out there. And the irony is none of them fuck with her. None of them. And they're all successful. And she can't stand it because she's over there married to somebody on the sex offenders list, girl. Megan is over there with Klay Thompson from the fucking Warriors. Do he still play for the Warriors, or did they trade his ass in the slave auction? Is he still over there with the Warriors? Klay Thompson, the little light skin, little light bright, looking like a loaf of French bread over there. I give that about 6 months. Date who you want to date. Don't jump into no relationships, and definitely don't get married to a murderer. Don't get married to somebody who has been convicted of raping somebody because you want protection from the other men. He can't even leave the state, girl, without permission. Isn't he a ward of the state? Yeah. Isn't he on probation or something like that? What do they call it? Parole? I don't get it. Y'all let me know what you think about everything about this. I don't know what else to say. Nicki is who she keeps showing y'all, and the Barbs just refuse to believe it. It's giving Donald Trump fans at this point. If you're beefing with SZA, you're most likely the problem. Exactly. It's like, what? And it feels like an easy target. You understand what I'm saying? It feels like an easy target because why are you coming after her? Why not the man that you have the problem with? Because you male identify. And then you claim like, I don't even want to be arguing with the girls. Yes, you do. You want to argue with the girls. And I'm so glad when I tell you I was so glad that she didn't ignore her. Girl, I don't care what weird shit you over there popping. Girl, get your weird ass out of here. Super freaky grandma, because you over there struggling on stage. Girl, it's terrible. It's sad. It is really sad. And y'all get down in the comments and let me know, if you are a Barb, how do you feel about how she represents herself? Like, how do you feel about her connections to that man? Like, what does that say? Like, and the idea like I'm an icon. No, who's denying you that? That's like, it sounds like you're trying to tell yourself that. And I don't think anybody would deny that Nicki Minaj is an icon. But your legacy, my dear, is crazy as hell so far. And then you over there getting sued because you ain't paid the people for the tour that you weren't you on a tour and didn't pay the people. What's the thing? Nicki Minaj Pink Friday Tour World Tour has faced several issues, including a lawsuit for assault and battery by a former tour manager, concert cancellations due to safety concerns and logistical problems, and fan complaints about the show's quality. Lawsuit: Nicki was sued by her former tour manager, Brandon Garrett, for assault and battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Garrett alleges that Minaj assaulted him backstage after a concert in Detroit, April 21st, 2024. He claims she hit him and made threatening remarks, and he had another employee grab her prescription. After he had another employee grab her prescription, a show in Amsterdam was canceled after Minaj was detained for possessing marijuana. A Manchester concert was postponed due to the Amsterdam incident. The show in Romania was canceled due to safety concerns related to protests. Some fans complained about delays in the show's length in other locations. Fans in Dublin complained about delays and alleged lip syncing and short set times. Some fans felt that she was a complete disaster and expressed disappointment in the overall experience. And now you're fighting with SZA. It's like, girl, complete disaster, her Dublin concert. Nicki faces lawsuit from employee. Nicki Minaj concert postponed, and now you owe those people. Don't you owe those people money? I think that's should be more what you should worry about. Maybe he needs to get out there on the side of the freeway and pick up some trash so y'all can get this money to pay these tour people back. Right. Anyways, y'all take care of each other. Let's get down in the comments. Y'all let me know about this. And let me tell you something. If you get down there trying to attack me on behalf of Nicki Minaj, nobody's going to respond to you. Please, nobody respond to anyone trying to attack me, my physical appearance, how I look, how I sound for a Barb. You will be removed. Nobody will respond to you. You will be removed. The same way Nicki doesn't respond to you, I'm going to do the same thing. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.